beautiful life.
สวัสดีครับ Good afternoon and welcome to A Beautiful Life on englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. My name is อาจารย์เกษม พุทธเรืองศรี your host for the program. A Beautiful Life is a program broadcasted every Monday from 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Articles and information about life lessons or good phrases from the books or websites will be presented in this program together with the latest news from ราชมงคล University of Technology พระนคร for you to enjoy. Today we start with the article from China News Asia. They said Asian consumers could soon be paying with stablecoins. Singapore and Hong Kong want to license blockchain tokens in an effort to make them useful in everyday life, say Andy Mukherjee for Bloomberg Opinion, reported from Hong Kong. In the decade that they have been around as an asset class, crypto stablecoins, which advertise tranquility in an ocean of tumult, have hardly lived up to their billing. Not one out of the 68 tokens studied by researchers at the Bank of International Settlements has managed to stay on its peg at all times. Tether and USD Coin, the two largest players, reference their value one-to-one to the dollar, which enable them to act as a bridge of sorts between virtual and real-world representations of money. However, they have very little use outside the domain of crypto trading. For the broader population that doesn't dabble in Bitcoins or Tether, keeping money in a bank that has deposit insurance has always been a safer option. And yet, despite their well-known infirmities, more stablecoins keep coming. Regulators, too, seem to be more receptive to having them around. Despite spectacular blow-up like when Terra USD breaches its $1 price target in May 2022 and wiped out about $500 billion from cryptocurrency markets. Circuit USD coin briefly lost its peg during the U.S. regional banking crisis of 2023. Still, Hong Kong put out a proposal last week to license stablecoins. Singapore has already announced similar intentions. It's very likely that before the end of 2024, the two financial centers will have come up with rules that U.S. lawmakers have failed to adopt after 3 years of efforts. Both ASEAN jurisdictions seem to think that they can tame at least one subspecies of the unruly beast, the one that promise conversion into a flat currency and back that promise by maintaining liquid, safe reverse asset in that currency. Proposed by money, the new buzzword. With pragmatic regulation, such stablecoins can operate as an efficient payment option in everyday situations that have nothing to do with crypto trading. The buzzword is proposed bound money, which can wrap a layer of programming around the value stored as tokens and direct it to a specific end. Take the case of a Chinese tourist in Singapore. She wanted to pay in yuan from her Alipay Plus e-wallet, but the merchant only accepts GrabPay. Enter XSHG, a digital form of Singapore dollar that is privately issued and can be made to fulfill conditions specified by an algorithm. In this particular example, the computer code will direct Alipay Plus wallets to release funds in Singapore, but only for buying goods and services from a merchant that use GrabPay. A clearly defined purpose, however, once the seller have received their XSGD tokens and cash them for equivalent Singapore dollars, they are free to do whatever they want with the money. StraightX, the issuer of XSGD, will close the payment loop by collaborating with Ant Group and Grab Holdings. The Chinese tourists won't need to deal with Grab, and the Singaporean merchants won't need to maintain a relationship with Ant. Cross-border transactions will go through in an instant without small businesses being saddled with expensive credit card fees. At the same time, by defining the payment purpose, the imposing prudential limits on transfers, regulators will ensure that stablecoins don't end up becoming new channel for money laundering. In addition to traditional payment methods such as bank accounts or physical cash, people will broadly have three choices. They could settle claims using central bank digital currencies or CBDCs once they become available, or their banks would allow them to tokenize deposits to make advance payments toward a rental agreement, for instance, but only when the other party fulfills its contractual obligation. Alternatively, payer and payee could use stablecoin they provided they trust them to hold their value even if their private issuer go bankrupt. Transparency and consumer protection, which is why the thrust of the emerging stablecoins regulation in Asia and Europe is on transparency and consumer protection. According to the people, Hong Kong has circulated for public consultation. Issuers will have to disclose the value of their assets and liabilities each day. They must break down the composition of their reserve assets every week and produce an auditor's report once a month. This is an improvement on the status quo. For instance, Tatler publishes its reserves daily but only supply a quarterly assurance opinion by an accounting firm. Investors can ask the platform to give them cash in exchange, but they need to surrender the equivalent of at least 100,000 US dollar in coins. According to rules currently under discussion in Hong Kong, firms cannot discourage redemption of tokens by keeping the threshold amounts of fee too high. They would also need to bring in capital up to 2% of the par value of the coins they put in circulation. This licensed player won't be allowed to get into risky side hustle like lending. They will earn interest on reverse assets and pay nothing to coin holders. The Monetary Authorities of Singapore, or MAS, finalized a similar set of rules in August. The key difference is that while Hong Kong appears to incline to also permit stablecoins that target a fixed value against a basket of currencies, and MAS regulated stablecoin will only allow a peg to the Singapore dollar or a single G10 currency. Issuers will have to redeem tokens within 5 business days of receiving a request. Asia's pragmatic approach to crypto, by contrast, the regulatory landscape in the United States is far from clear. Within months of issuing a dollar-linked token in August 2023, PayPal Holdings got a subpoena from the United States Security Exchange Commission's Enforcement Division demanding to see its paperwork. Whether coin issuers should accept onerous bank-like charters is a topic that continue to elicit intense lobbying interest in Washington. Asia's financial hubs and taking a more pragmatic approach as long as issuers of currency-linked tokens are not allowed to become shadow lenders. Users won't really need deposit insurance. Conversely, nothing will be lost if customers remain unimpressed. Should mainstream adoption of regulated stablecoins fail to take off, money could always be routed to specific purpose via tokenized bank deposits or CBDCs. But in that case, the traditional financial industry will continue to dominate, and peer-to-peer technology initiatives will be left out in the cold, much like Mark Zuckerberg's dream of a global stablecoin. Whatever the outcome, one thing is certain: Asian consumers will pay in many more novel ways than they do now. So you can read more from China News Asia. And next, another 8 articles from China News Asia. They say, would you pay top dollar for a staycation in an upcycled bus or shipping container? Escape from it all is a rare enough commodity in Singapore that may well be worth the premium, say writer Desiree Go. Desiree Go reported from Singapore. For 6 teenager years, Desiree Go got on the public bus at 6 a.m. for a 70 minutes ride to school. She had this trek down to a comfortable formula, fire up the Walkman, settle into her usual spot on the last row of the double-decker first level, so her legs had ample space to unfurl, then gently leaned about 120 degrees to the left, where there was a particular nook that perfectly cradled her head. This setup made for a satisfying snooze, and she arrived at assembly refreshed and ready. On that bus 65, would she have liked a king-size bed, fully stocked, complimentary minibar, fluffy bathrobe, and blackout contained curtains? Guests can now enjoy that at the Bus Collective. The resort comprised 20 upcycled public buses fitted with rain showers, flat-screen TVs, and other luxury amenities. The buses don't take guests anywhere, but being situated in Changi Village, are within reach of nature trails and hawker food. They are also conserved with the original bus driver seat, steering wheel, dashboard, and paddle for atmospheric fun. When the Bus Collective launches in December 2023, rooms went for 398 Singapore dollar or 300 US dollar per night. But are they worth the price tag? A new trend of eco-friendly pop-up hotels. The Bus Collective isn't the pioneer sustainable hospitality project here. Hospitality group Tiny Pot open to repurpose 40-feet shipping containers at Harper Villa in early 2021 when overseas travel was still a dream due to the pandemic. Tiny Pot has since set up a branch at One North and four duplex suites within Gardens by the Bay. Meanwhile, operator Big Tiny launched Tiny Away Escape at Lazarus Island in May 2023. The eco-friendly resort is made up of 5 tiny houses fitting with solar panels and food composter. Singaporeans seem to welcome these extraordinary staycations. More than 600 people registered for an early bird discount for Tiny Away Escape, while Tiny Pot said the occupancy rate at its One North and Haw Villa locations has remained at 90% over the past few years. Such concepts, however, have also been met with skepticism. Online commentators wonder if they are flash in the pan gimmicks, noting that some of these hotels can charge up to $500 per night, comparable to a 5-star hotel. But these new hotels give guests a break from the mad rush for Marina Bay Sands infinity pool access, around the clock butler service, and breakfast buffet back chandelier. Those frills come with their own loaded luggage of FOMO or fear of missing out. Pop-up hotels having the flexibility to set up shop at heritage and offbeat sites across the island are also a change of pace from the typical Orchard Road and Central Business District accommodation. Sustainability is part of pop-up hotels' ethos, giving guests the chance to experience firsthand how seamless and gratifying eco-living can be. Solar panel, compositing, upcycled, and repurposed amenities are some of the ways these accommodations leave small carbon footprints. For Jocelyn Yo, 47 years old, a 2-night stay at Tiny Away Escape at Lazarus Island for a December school holiday, finally with her husband, teenage son, and close friends, was her first staycation of this genre. We loved the tranquil environment and had fun playing on the beach and simply listening to the waves. She remembers to Desiree Go. We hiked all around Lazarus, Gusu, and St. George Islands, playing card games and regularly spent hours making and enjoying our own dinners. Steamboat one evening, barbecue the other. The bigger picture suggests the hospitality industry is finding new ways to be more sustainable. According to Shireen Falk, KPMG Director of Sustainability Services, such projects show how Singapore can transition to a circular economy where materials never become waste, reducing our dependence on raw materials and allowing nature to regenerate. Tellingly, these hotels were developed in partnership with the Ministry of Trade and Industry, pointing to an eagerness in catalyzing inventive new paths in their hospitality sector. The cost of escaping from it all, but if pop-up hotels are all about minimal living, and when they are built from upcycled materials, why pay such a high price to stay in them? Escaping from it all is a rare enough commodity in Singapore that may well be worth the premium. Whether or not it's worthwhile investment, at least they have the option. As the meme goes, it's cheaper than therapy. 25 years ago, Desiree road tripped the iconic Route 66, spanning half the US of her mom. With her mom, they spent their nights at historic stops like Arizona Wigwam Hotel. Each room is a TP with ingeniously designed interiors and Oklahoma trade winds in, where Elvis Presley has his own suite. These no-frill highway stops didn't cost much and still exudes the pre-1950s ambience of their heyday. But the novelty choose any squabble and proverbial road bumps bound to top up after days and thousands of kilometers together in a car running on its last fumes. Without smartphone and social media distractions, they spend evenings recounting the kitschy Americana, gorgeous sights and dinner notes encounter each day. They learned new things about each other and forgot and forgive old grudges. The film developed photos from the trip are somewhere in some closet, and no one has looked at them in years. But every time they talk about that trip, they remember every detail in Technicolor, and their archives of anecdotes, 11 dinners, parties, and connect them with new friends on other travels. The privilege of a few days in a repurposed bus and upcycled shipping container or a tiny house can create exactly the same kind of rich, vibrant encounters and memories. They are aesthetically gorgeous and the surroundings are stunning, but magically you may not feel the rush to Instagram every moment. The best part is no need for a place ticket to arrive at these hopeful heavens. Just an open mind and an adventurous spirit. Desiree Go is a freelance writer based in Singapore. So you can read more from China News Asia, and we will be right back after a short break.
Beautiful Life.
You are listening to A Beautiful Life on englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. We are back to the news. First, from ราชมงคล University of Technology พระนคร ราชมงคล University of Technology พระนคร review the results of operations according to the policies of the ราชมงคล University of Technology พระนคร and review the University Development Strategic Plan or RMUTP Retreat 2023 Lieutenant General ชัยนรงค์กิจรุ่งโรจน์เจริญ Vice President of the University Council acting on behalf of the President of the ราชมงคล University of Technology พระนคร Council share the opening ceremony of the training and workshop project on reviewing operating results according to the policy of the ราชมงคล University of Technology พระนคร Council and reviewing the strategic plan for University Development Fiscal Year 2024 RMUTP Retreat on December 22-22nd, 2023 at Novotel ระยองริมแพ Resort Hotel Klang District, Rayong Province, with Dr. Natwarapon Ratsiri Vacharabun, President, along with those administrations and personnel of Rajamongkol University of Technology Pranakon participated in this meeting. The purpose of organizing this project is to drive systematically University development with Lieutenant General Chainarong Kit Rungro Jaran, special lecture on university development guidelines. There was also a special lecture from an expert University Council member, Mrs. Surankana Vayupap, and there were 3 workshop activities, including brainstorming activities from driving the university forward. From the expert council members, senior executives, and department heads, and the activities to review SWOT and indicators of the University Development Plan number 13, 2023 to 2027, with Ajahn Thanissawn Jirapon Chai as a speaker in the activity. There was a review of the importance ranking of SWOT, ranking the relationship between the university strategic plan and the balanced scorecard, including the activities of preparing work plans, project measures, with Associate Professor Dr. Damrong Wattana and Dr. Pornmani Kamlet as speaker, which in the activity provided an opportunity for participating in the project, expressed opinions based on the strategic management model or business model canvas BMC, and summarized as an overall picture according to various policies in order to lead to further improvement of the university's strategies. Dr. Natwarapon Ratsiri Vacharabun, President of Rajamongkol University of Technology Pranakon, said that from renewing all strategies, Rajamongkol University of Technology Pranakon has 4 goals that must be achieved in fiscal year 2025. Consists of the first one, evaluation of the university operation efficiency or QS star rating. Number 2, evaluation of the UI Green Metric World University ranking or UI Green Metric World University has a score of 10,000 points. Number 3, accepts 7,000 first students to study at the university. And the last one, number 4, strengthens the Happy University Index or Happy University Index level 4.5. Meanwhile, Rajamongkol University of Technology Pranakon organized an event to honor His Majesty Apakon Remembrance Day, the 19th of December 2023. Rajamongkol University of Technology Pranakon organized an event 19 December Apakon Remembrance Day 2023 in order to remember His Majesty's benevolence and express gratitude to the Admiral His Royal Highness Prince Apakon Kietiwong, กรมหลวงชุมพรเขตอุดมศักดิ์ with Associate Professor Supatra Gosayakanon, Chairman of the Prince of กรมหลวงชุมพรเขตอุดมศักดิ์ Fund, and Dr. Natwarapon Ratsiri Vacharabun, President of Rajamongkol University of Technology Pranakon, co-chaired the opening ceremony along with the executive team. President of the Pranakon Commercial College Alumni Association, faculty, staff, alumni, and current students attended the ceremony on the first floor of Prom Mongkol Building, Faculty of Business Administration, and the monument area of Admiral His Royal Highness Prince Apakon Kietiwong, กรมหลวงชุมพรเขตอุดมศักดิ์ on December 19, 2023. And the last news from Rajamongkol University of Technology Pranakon. Rajamongkol University of Technology Pranakon discussion with Chinese University administrators moving forward with joint education on December 18, 2023. Dr. นัทวรพลรัศริวัชรบุญ President of ราชมงคล University of Technology พระนคร and Assistant Professor Dr. ปรินบุญกนิษฐ์ Vice President for Administration Research and Innovation Development, welcoming and discussing with administrators from Anshan Normal University or ANU, People's Republic of China, through the online system with Surgeon รัชดาพรบุตรสาระ and คุณพรวินวีรชนประเสริฐ Representatives from Anshan University, Normal University or ANU, People's Republic of China, join in discussing joint education arrangements for accepting Chinese students to study at Rajamongkol University of Technology พระนคร exchange of lecturers and students, including sending lecturers to train in Chinese at the Rapipat Conference Room, Office of the President, Rajamongkol University of Technology พระนคร Tewet Center. And the time is up for today's A Beautiful Life. Please join us on every Monday here on englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. Your host has been อาจารย์เกษมพุทธเรืองศรี You are welcome to subscribe to our channel on englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. Thank you very much for joining our program today and see you again next Monday. สวัสดีครับ
Beautiful Life will be back again next Monday.